Your enemies are connected to cult leaders, ops, and witches. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Your enemies are connected to cult leaders, ops, and witches. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I see the ops. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I see the ops. Now, I need y'all to understand what I'm saying. I know you are thinking about the cult that Jim Jones had, David Koresh, Jim Jones, Shako Asara, as well as Marshall Applewhite. I understand that. But I want to personalize it. There can be a very cult on your job. There can be a very cult within your family. There can be a very cult within the friend group, associations, organizations. There can be a cult there. Okay, and a cult is simply a small group of people having beliefs or practices in regards to one leader. All right, now typically that is a human being. Now I want to say this right here, y'all. I'm not saying that other groups, don't worship a rock or some type of object or statue, because it is possible. But most times, y'all, the cult is going to be led by a leader, which is a human being. Okay, and so going back to personalizing it, there are cults on jobs, y'all, where people follow the leader. Okay, maybe the cult leader is the boss. Maybe the cult leader is the shift lead. Maybe the cult leader is your auntie, your mom. Maybe the cult leader is the person in a friend group who everybody sees as the most intelligent, the most experienced, or the most, understanding of life. Whatever the case is. But those people can be very well considered to be cult leaders. There's levels to it, y'all. Somebody drop in the comments and say there's levels to this, right? Now, speaking specifically about these cult leaders, let me just tell you a little bit about Shoko Asara. They have, this particular person masterminded a deadly attack on Japan's subway system. As you can see, cults are very powerful because they take advantage of gullible people or people who have been brainwashed or allowed themselves to be brainwashed, right? Jim Jones, as I spoke about frequently in the past, he ordered hundreds of his followers to kill themselves as a revolution act, right? He took control of their minds and took advantage of some gullible people and vulnerable people at that. David Koresh, another big one. He engaged in a bloody battle with federal law enforcement agents, okay, as well as Marshall Applewhite, another mass suicide. So when I speak about these cults, y'all, these individuals who are a part of them or connected to it is very dangerous because they don't have a mind of their own, and people will be mad at you because you do. Ops and witches. Let's speak about it. The op is your opposition, the adversary, the one who's on the other side, y'all. And guess what? As you are proceeding to be successful, proceeding to be a good person, proceeding to do the best that you can be or do the best that you can do, you got to understand that your opposition is right there, ready to dog you out, ready to slander you, ready to talk down on you, ready to speak bad about you, okay? The opposition is going to always operate that way. And then you have witches. I looked up the second definition because the first one messed me up just like y'all. When you think about a witch, you think about that woman with that black hat, that long ugly nose with a booger inside it, right? With a mole by her eye, with a long black gown and flying on a broom. Nah, y'all. The second definition, or the third definition, whichever one, but it says an ugly or unpleasant woman. I don't think about the physical appearance. I think about the spiritual appearance, right? So an ugly or unpleasant spirit of a woman. Make sense of what I'm saying? And even in the scriptures, y'all, it says that a woman builds up her house or her home with her hands and tear it down with her mouth. Maybe on this job, there's an unpleasant spirited woman or ugly spirited woman, okay, that's trying to cause hell for you. Maybe within your family, there's this opposition, male or female, trying to drag you through hell, right? through this organization, this association, maybe at the church, trying to bring the worst out of you. These are people who are participating within witchcraft. And again, y'all, witchcraft is not always spells and, taking period blood and putting it inside spaghetti, burning cats and whatever it is that has been commercialized for years, right? But some people are just speaking badly and terribly on your name. There's life and death on the tongue. There's people who stand right before you, manipulating the situation for their greater good. A witch. And here's the thing, y'all. It's not to say it's gender specific, but the enemy in this particular case is targeting you through a witch, right? Because he understands what it is that will be the greater target or the greater object or host to use to target who he's trying to get. So he utilizes a witch, right? See, all witches are not ugly physically. All witches are not the baddest looking person, but they have a terrible spirit, terrible heart, terrible mind. And the same with the opposition. Like I said, y'all, male or female. So this right here is going to be very interesting. Let's speak about it. But y'all, first, y'all be sure to leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Not only that, y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Now, first sign, y'all, of how you know your enemies are connected to cult leaders is going to be this right here, y'all. Excessive loyalty. All right, excessive loyalty. Anytime a person have that excessive loyalty, this means that they feel indebted to this person. They feel like they need this person in some way, shape, or form. They feel like they can't live without this person in some way, shape, or form. Don't this sound familiar on your job? Keisha always kissing up to the boss, male or female. Don't this sound familiar in the family? Sharonda always trying to show that she's the best sibling or show that she's the best niece, right? Or Charles always trying to show that he's worthy of, the father's attention, right? Understand what I'm saying, y'all. They are connected to cult leaders, and what they're doing is showing excessive loyalty. Family, there's not that much loyalty in the world. Why are you trying to show that you can be very loyal to this person just because of what they can do for you or just because of what you think you're getting from them? They are connected to a cult leader, and it's obvious. Excessive loyalty. Family, the only person you should have that excessive loyalty to is the Most High God. Point blank, period. I'm not saying that you can't be loyal. I'm not saying that you can't be, indebted to a person in a healthy way, right? So, for instance, hey, man, you wash my car for me, I'm going to wash your car for you. Hey, man, you looked out for lunch for me, I'm going to look out for lunch for you. You see what I'm saying, y'all? That's healthy. But when a person has that excessive loyalty because they hold the keys to their job, when they have that excessive loyalty because they feel as if they can't operate or function without them, then that is a little different. You know why, y'all? Because that person can then be utilized as an enemy towards you, right? A lot of times, y'all, the enemy don't even want them because he already got them. He need to use them to get to you. You are a pure soul. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I am a pure soul. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop that down below in the comments, family. I am a pure soul. And that's why the enemy wants you. Okay? So be mindful of people who have excessive loyalty to other human beings. They are connected to a cult leader. And family, you are about to put them in check. You are about to overcome them. You are about to show them that, hey, I don't need you. You are about to show them that there's life without you. You are about to show them that you don't have to fall in line. A lot of times, y'all, this have everything to do with you not falling in line, right? You're not a U.S. soldier. You are a heavenly soldier, which means your commander-in-chief is not anybody from this world. It is God. Therefore, you don't fall in line for any cult leaders. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know, all right? Moving on to the next one, y'all, is going to be this right here. Number 2, strict rules and control, okay? Strict rules and control. Family, cult leaders are very strict. In the end, like in the beginning, what they do is they throw their bait out there and they reel you in, They use their charisma. They use their charm, they use their niceness, and then, slowly but surely, they begin to be more strict and more strict because they're trying to gain that control, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you can't control me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you can't control me. Family, when you think about Jim Jones, who I've spoke about frequently, once again, he was very charismatic. He was very nice in the beginning. And he seemed as if he was a person that you could trust, right? What does this sound like, y'all? This sounds like a person who see the vulnerabilities and the weaknesses in somebody, and what they do is they give them every single thing that they know that they are lacking, because they know that they're going to get a lot more in return, right? I'm going to bookmark that real quick, y'all. I read where it says that men who are more susceptible to female narcissists are those who have father issues, those who have attachment or abandonment issues, those who want the validation, or to feel respected, the need to feel respected by a woman. Those guys are like susceptible to female narcissists, right? And it's simply because they have this void that they want to be, fulfilled, and they're looking from it or looking for it from a woman. But oftentimes they end up attracting a female narcissist and not a true woman, right? Because they have these voids, and they're willing to take the control because they see it as care, right? They'll take the manipulation because they see it as love, right? They'll take whatever she gives them because it is a void on the inside. So getting back to this cult leader situation, the reason why cult leaders are able to take advantage of people is simply because, y'all, they see the vulnerabilities and the weaknesses in people. They see what they're lacking, they see what they need, and they supply it. Therefore, the people who get what they have been longing for, they're going to supply their cult leader with everything that they feel that they're going to give or they need to give, because they feel what, y'all? Indebted. And this is what I'm saying, family. That turns into strict rules and control, right? Because they feel like this person cares about me. This person loves me. And that is what your enemies are connected to. They want you to fall in line, and it just won't happen. This is why you're going to be persecuted. They're going to treat you with hostile treatment. They're going to, give you their tail to kiss, and they simply going to be pissed off with you because you don't want to fall in line. Like I said, you will check the cult leader. You're going to put them in their place. But you got to understand, y'all, it's going to feel very unnatural, because sometimes you got to stand alone or stand up for what you believe in, even if you got to stand alone. And that is a lonely feeling in itself, my friends. That is a lonely feeling within itself, my friends. And so all I'm simply saying, y'all, pay attention to the enemies who are connected to the cult leaders, y'all. The second sign is strict rules and control. Strict rules. Yeah, we can't do this. We can't do that. We got to be loyal to this person. And again, it's on the jobs, y'all. Yeah, it's within the family. It's within organizations and associations, right? Even churches, places where you think that you can go and get the freedom, places where you feel like you can find God in the Lord. The cults are right there, and they want you to fall in line. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? The next thing is going to be this, y'all. Number 3, fear mongering. Fear mongering. Now, this is when people utilize fear to make you feel like you're missing something, you're losing out, you're doing something wrong, or you're going to get some type of consequence, right? They use fear mongering to put you in your place, okay? But see, when you show them that you're not afraid, when you show them that you're not scared, then fear mongering is just obsolete at this point, right? If you got a person, or if a parent is waving a belt around, at this 15, 16-year-old, say, I'm going to whoop you, I'm going to whoop you, I'm going to whoop you. And they say, hey, well, you're going to have to get some whipping going. You're going to have to put the belt to me because I really don't care. That fear mongering won't work. But if you take that same belt and let's take, 10 years off of that 15-year-old, they 5 now, you wave that belt, it's going to be some fear mongering going on. Reno, what are you saying right now? These people who are connected to the cult leaders, they're going to try to use fear to get you to come within the organization or to join the group, right? Somebody drop in the comments and say, I won't join. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I won't join. This right here is major, y'all. Fear mongering. Y'all, I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on. But a lot of ladies do it to one another, right? Let's just say if a woman get married and now she got kids, and she living her married life and her motherly life, right? But the other women over here that she's surrounded around, so always the single friends, right? And they're saying, hey girl, do you want to come out Friday? Me and the girls, we going out, we gonna get something to drink, and then initially she like, no, I got check with my husband or whatever like that. And then the girl off the rip just, well, I'm just saying, we gonna be having a good time, girl. You don't want to miss this. And she just trying to sauce it up, just trying to make it seem like it's more than what it is. And in actuality, all she doing is going out to have a drink, to look at 4 walls, see some men, see this, that, and the third, and it's not really anything, right? Fear mongering. Trying to get her to feel as if she is missing out on something. The fear of missing out. FOMO. The fear of missing out. How many times have y'all seen on the news where they said something about stocks? The stock market is crashing. And then next thing you know, you got millionaires that just became about, the next 2 years because they bought when the stock market crashed. That's what they won't tell you. What they will tell you is the stock market is crashed, right? But then they won't tell you that, but this is also the best time to buy. Fear mongering, trying to keep you out of it. Then they'll tell you certain things like with cryptocurrency. Y'all remember Shiba Inu? When Shiba Inu was the big thing, it was like Dogecoin. Billionaires had got, created from Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu hit too, but it didn't hit like Dogecoin, right? Long story short, fear mongering. Hey, y'all guys want to go ahead and buy this? When everybody is talking about it, that's the time to pull out. When nobody is talking about it, that's the time to go in, okay? And so again, y'all, fear mongering. If that's what they're utilizing towards you, they are connected to those cult leaders. Those cult leaders are Opps and witches, utilizing that witchcraft. Number 4, y'all, it's gonna be this right here, family. Financial exploitation. Financial exploitation. This is your Peter Popoffs. Oh yeah, y'all. Come on over here and I'ma solve your mystery. I'ma solve your problem. You can be blind. You can have a broken foot, a broken leg. Matter of fact, you can have one leg, and I'm gonna help you grow that leg. Yeah, family. Financial exploitation. Coats, right? Coats. Utilizing God, utilizing false hope, utilizing false expectation, right? And playing on people's vulnerabilities and weaknesses. That's why certain people buy stuff. Just being honest. That's why certain people spend money. That's why certain people, travel. That's why certain people do the things that they do, because they're being exploited and people are taking advantage of their weaknesses and their vulnerabilities. So they exploit them. They take advantage of them. All right. So if you hear people saying, yeah, you want to go ahead and invest into this, you got to keep putting your money into this, you got to pay your dues and your tithes, that's really another sign of financial exploitation. Now I get it. We got subscriptions, okay, and ain't nobody saying how Netflix is exploitation. I get it. You got to pay your dues, but if they're talking about, hey man, you got to put $500 in to keep this going, financial exploitation, it is a cult, right? They're trying to use you for your money. So understand what I'm saying, y'all. Financial exploitation is another sign, all right? We see this in certain churches. We see this in I'm not saying there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with paying your tithes. I'm saying that when it comes to exploiting you, that is a little different, right? We see this in organizations, brotherhoods, sisterhoods, cults, financially exploitation. Every turn around, you got to go in your pocket and make the cult leader more rich, okay? Again, let me make sure I make this clear, because there's going to be somebody who say, Reno, you supposed to pay your tithes. I understand that. You should pay your tithes, all right? It is okay to pay your tithes at church and stuff like that. It's okay to pay your tithes wherever you are, okay? I'm saying that it's not okay to be exploited. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Don't shoot me, okay? But anyway, moving on to the next one, number 5. When they have the us versus them mentality, it's clearly a cult. Us versus them. It is clearly a cult. Okay, they feel as if everybody is out to get them. They feel like it's only us who love us. We are a big family. And in actuality, this is a way to keep you controlled. This is a way to keep you within, their mentality. This is a way to keep you in fear. Okay, and it's not just fear amongst them. No, it's fear of everything else around you. You should fear your family. You should fear, this person, or maybe your family may say you should fear this, so they can keep you in control. Yeah, fear that man, fear this woman, fear that food, fear this. Don't get on the plane. They want to keep you in fear because they can keep you controlled. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? But it is a us versus them mentality. All right. These people are connected to cults, and they've already been brainwashed. Now they're trying to get you. All right. So if you pay attention to people and you see how their mindset is, if it's us versus them, they're connected to cult leaders, ops, and witches, y'all. I'm just being honest. But I'm not going to hold y'all up, family. That's going to be tonight's topic. All right. And, this right here is very real. You have a lot of cult leaders on these jobs within families, organizations, associations, and they're trying to control people, right? And they're utilizing their agents to reel you right on in. And it's not going to work like that, y'all. It's not going to work like that. But anyway, family, y'all make sure y'all catch any one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, hoodies, get one of my books, book a one-on-one session with me, and of course, enroll into my social influence course. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.